So it has been a while since I've come at you with any Team Ideas videos, but today I thought it would be decent for one of the last Great League rotations of the season to bring you some Great League Team Ideas. First up in this video, for the first time ever, I have got a showcase for a triple shadow team, and obviously with my videos I try to stick to the meta as much as possible because those are the teams you want to be practicing with and learning all the counts and the matchups ready for season 12 to push up those ranks. So with all that said, let's jump into these teams. Okay everyone, jumping straight into the first team here then, we have got Walrein Shadow with Legacy Powder Snow, Icicle Spear and Earthquake. Key wins versus Skarmory, Nidoqueen Shadow, Galerion Stunfisk, Azumarill and Sableye. Key losses to Medicham, Deoxys Defense, Scrafty, Jellicent and Umbreon. So you will have to watch out for those Psychic and Dark types, with Counter especially. As we know with Walrein, the performance on it is absolutely insane. Such a good lead switch or charger, fits any role on your team really nicely, so it's always nice. And obviously with the Shadow being so oppressive with the extra attack, it's just an absolute monster. Your rank 1 will be 0, 12, 15. Obviously that's very difficult to get when you're trying to find a Shadow, but do your best, get as close as possible. A few weaknesses to watch out for there, but none of those are massive. In the Great League, Electric and Rock we don't see too much, and resistances to those typings we see very often of Ice and Water. So for the second member of this team then that we're actually going to utilise as the closer, we have got Swampert Shadow with Mudshot, Hydro Cannon and Sludge Wave. Key wins against Reggie Steele, Nidoqueen Shadow, Bastiodon, Galerion Stunfisk and Skarmory. Key losses to Medicham, Scrafty, Sableye, Umbreon and Azumarill. And we all know what Swampert Shadow is about. We will actually be utilising it as the closer on this team. Obviously you're going to take shields early game with that Shadow Walrein and Swampert in the back charging up. I've used this team, so powerful, especially because of how fast Swampert charges. It's such a powerful closer. So your rank 1 will be 0, 14, 14, just get as close as you can. Obviously you might have got to watch out for the grass types, but resistances, you've got some great ones there. And obviously Swampert very cheap to build with a 10,000 Stardust move. So for the third and final member of this team then that we're actually going to use on the lead, we've got a triple Shadow feature for the first time on the channel, Nidoqueen Shadow. With Poison Jab, Poison Fang and Earth Power. Key wins against Venusaur, Scrafty, Azumarill, Umbreon and Bastiodon. Key losses to Sableye, Alolan Ninetales, Deoxys Defense, Medicham and Altaria. Very strong performance then again on the lead and charging, so powerful. We know what Shadow Nidoqueen's all about. 0, 15, 12 will be your rank 1, obviously get as close as you can. A few weaknesses to watch out for, but plenty of good resistances on the Great League meta as well. So that is it for our first team then. You can use normal Walrein if you don't have a Shadow, but the other two Pokemon I ran this team, I don't actually have Shadow Walrein, but I used Shadow Nidoqueen lead with normal Walrein safe swap and Shadow Swampert closer, and it actually worked really well, even though it's quite weak to grass. The team is just so oppressive, it worked very well for me. So that is it for our first team then everyone. First time featuring a triple Shadow team. I thought we would start off with that one. Moving straight into the next team on my list, we're going to start off with a Walrein lead with Powder Snow, Icicle Spear and Earthquake. Pretty sure everyone's got a Walrein, it's so powerful and you should definitely be running it. Key wins against Altaria, Nidoqueen Shadow, Azumarill, Galerion Stunfisk and Sableye, for the simple fact that Walrein's beating all of those top meta choices on the list. This is why you want to be running it. Key losses against Scrafty, Medicham, Umbreon, Skarmory and Bastiodon. Obviously you're still hitting neutral damage on all of those on that losses list, so you're going to cause some serious damage before you go down. The performance then so powerful as a lead switcher charger, like we just said with the Shadow. With the extra bulk of this normal Walrein, you can get off extra charge moves before you go down. It's just so oppressive. Rank 1, 0, 12, 15. Some really nice traits on here. And again, the same weaknesses and resistances as the Shadow. So for the second member of this team then, we're going to go with a Trevenant safe swap. It's the best combo in Go Battle League for a reason. Shadow Claw, Seed Bomb and Shadow Ball on there. You're going to get key wins against Deoxys Defense, Medicham, Azumarill, Sableye and Galerion Stunfisk. So it covers Walrein's weaknesses quite well against those psychic fighting types. Key losses against Umbreon, Nidoqueen Shadow, Scrafty, Obstagoon and Altaria. Performance then, we know what it's about. Such a good lead option, such a good switch option. It's just really good all round as a charger and a closer as well. 0, 15, 15 will be your rank 1 there. Quite a few weaknesses to watch out for, notably the dark types, but loads of resistances there across the meta. Resists that fighting that Walrein is weak to, and so many other good typings there as well, like water, ground. Very, very powerful. Third and final member of this team then, number 1 on the list, Reggie Steele, with Lock-On, Focus Blast and Legacy Zap Cannon. Key wins against Bastiodon, Skarmory, Walrein, Azumarill and Umbreon. Key losses to Nidoqueen Shadow, Medicham, Swampert, Galerion Stunfisk and Deoxys Defense. Performance absolutely insane. I do like Reggie Steele as a closer. Focus Blast Zap Cannon as the fast charging charge moves is just absolutely wrecks on the close. So powerful. This is a very difficult rank 1 to get, but it's 2, 13, 14 for anyone that wants it. And I love Reggie Steele just for the amount of resistances that it's got there. If the opponent hasn't brought something to counter it, they're in deep trouble at the end of a match. Okay everyone, so that is it for our second team. Moving into our third and final team of the video, we're going to have a lead of Medicham with counter Ice Punch and Psychic. Key wins against Bastiodon, Galarian Stunfisk, Scrafty, Umbreon and Azumarill. Key losses to Alolan Ninetales, Sableye, Deoxys Defense, Altaria and Skarmory. We know what Medicham's all about, such a powerful lead, very good attacker with that counter damage, and a pretty good charger as well. It's just a really nice all-rounder to have in your team. Rank 1 will be 5, 15, 15, such good traits on it. A couple of weaknesses to watch out for, and a couple of resistances that are nice on there as well. Second member of this team then, Galarian Stunfisk, absolute beast, one of my favourite Pokemon in the Great League. Key wins against Bastiodon, Nidoqueen Shadow, Altaria, Skarmory and Umbreon. Key losses to Medicham, Walrein, Azumarill, Sableye and Trevenant. It says it loses to Walrein, but Rock Slide is super effective damage, so and you're hitting for neutral on pretty much everything on that list, so it's where Stunfisk is so deadly. You can flip those matchups pretty easily. Performance then, we know what it's about. Another really nice all-rounder on this team. 0, 12, 15 will be your rank 1. I know personally I've been using a pretty bad IV Stunfisk for a long time, so it's still performed very, very well over the seasons for me. I can't wait to get a decent one. Again then, just like Reggie Steele, not too many weaknesses to look out for, but the amount of resistances on the list are absolutely insane. So for the third and final Pokemon this team is going to be Altaria. Dragon Breath, Sky Attack and Moonblast. Key wins against Swampert, Scrafty, Medicham, Umbreon and Sableye. Key losses to Bastiodon, Galarian Stunfisk, Reggie Steele, Azumarill and Skarmory. Performance chart then, looking good. Good lead, good closer. Just another nice all-rounder. It's a team of all-rounders here. The rank 1 will be 0, 14, 15. Good traits on there again. Got to watch out for that Walrein, the ice type damage, but some really nice resistances on there as well. Okay everyone, so that is it for our teams. We're going to go over to the team builder as always with my videos and take a look at how they're stacking up over here. Okay then, so for our first team of Nidoqueen Shadow, Walrein Shadow and Swampert Shadow. C for coverage, D for bulk obviously, B for safety, B for consistency, so not looking good there, but promise you this team is deadly. So against the meta, Medicham is going to give you a problem, but it's not. It's a close match between each Pokemon there. Sableye as well, and Deoxys Defense. Coming down here to the potential threats, as you can see there's nothing that flat out destroys anything on our team. You're going to have a really good matchup against all these potential threats, just for simply the shadow damage being absolutely insane. There's some stuff on the list like Slowpoke, Regice, barely ever seen those. The Abomasnow's fallen in popularity these days because of Walrein. Yeah, this team just rips through opposition teams in the right scenarios. It's so powerful. Okay then everyone, so for our second team of Walrein, Trevenant and Reggie Steele, that great Walrein Trevenant core we've talked about. B for coverage, B for bulk, A for safety, B for consistency. Jumping down to the meta scorecard then, there's not anything here that's going to give you a massive problem. You're going to have an answer to pretty much everything. Coming down here, that Newbie Wear could be difficult to deal with, but I've heard it's very glassy. Snorlax, Pangoro and Fletchinder. Don't see Fletchinder, don't see Pangoro in the Great League. Two more glass cannons that this team will be able to mop up very easily with energy. Snorlax the only one there that you might see quite often, but even then it's not the best in the Great League. 78% wins for Walrein, 75 for Trevenant and 81 for Reggie Steele. Such a dangerous team, it really is. So for our third and final team then, we're going back in time a little bit with Medicham. Medicham on the lead, Stunfisk, Galerion, Safe Swap and Altaria closer. Very powerful team. Coverage A, bulk A, safety B, consistency B. Very powerful. Just going to have to watch out for Azumarill, but even then, it's a close match. And then if you look at the potential threats, literally just Azumarill that you don't have an answer to. Everything else, you're looking good. And even then, like I was saying, it's a close match with Azumarill, so not too much to worry about there. Look at the win rate on this team, 82% for Medicham, 79.9 for Stunfisk, and 82.2 for Altaria. Absolutely insane, this team. So many wins. The percentages are absolutely insane. Okay then everyone, so that is it for this video. It might be the last Great League Team Ideas video of Season 11. I haven't done as many this season, obviously, because it's a bit of an interlude season. I've been taking GBL pretty easily myself, but I'll be bringing it back for Season 12, thick and fast. So as always, thank you very much for coming to check out the content today. Please do consider smashing that subscribe button if you've enjoyed the content, and sticking a like on the video. I really mean the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one.